Senator from Minnesota is recognized.
Thank you. Thank the Chairman. Article 1, Section 8 of our Constitution gives Congress the power to spend money for the welfare of our citizens. Because of this, Chief Justice Rehnquist wrote, quote, Congress may attach conditions on the receipt of federal funds and has repeatedly employed that power to further broad policy objectives, unquote. That's why Congress could pass laws cutting off highway funds to states which didn't raise their drinking age to 21. That's why this whole bill is full of limitations on contractors, what bonuses they can give and what kinds of health care they can offer. The spending power is a broad power, and my amendment is well within it. But don't take my word for it. I asked 3 of our nation's top constitutional lawyers, Akhil Amar, Lawrence Tribe, and Erwin Chemerinsky, authorities regularly cited by everyone from Justice Scalia to Justice Stevens, what they thought about this amendment. Let me read their joint conclusion from this letter, which I asked to be included in the record. I quote, Congress's power of the purse is expansive. SA 2588 falls squarely within its purview and clearly does not infringe any constitutional prohibition. I also asked the Congressional Research Service, Congress's nonpartisan research arm, to take a look. They also did not find any cause for constitutional concern. Now, Senator Sessions says that my amendment violates the Due Process Clause. But as Professors Amar, Chemerinsky, and Tribe explained in their letter, the Supreme Court hasn't struck down economic laws on these grounds since 1937, unless if the legislation is, quote, arbitrary and irrational. Their conclusion? This amendment does not even remotely fall within that narrow prohibition. Let me be clear. This amendment does not single out any contractor. The text of the amendment does not single out a contractor by name, and if you read the amendment, you'd know it. And this amendment would defund any contractor who refused to give the victims of rape and discrimination their day in court. Now, let me tell you how I think this amendment does speak to the Constitution. The Constitution gives everybody the right to due process of law, and today, defense contractors are using fine print in their contracts to deny women like Jamie Lee Jones their day in court. But it's not just Jamie Lee Jones, this isn't about one instance, as Senator Sessions said. This is about many women across this country who have been victims of sexual assault and rape in Iraq and who've been hired by contracts and been forced to arbitrate by contractors. So women are not given their day in court. Instead, they're forcing them behind the closed doors of arbitration, where the federal rules of evidence don't apply, where decisions are binding and secret, and where decisions are issued by a private arbitrator, often paid by the company itself. This amendment does not seek to eliminate arbitration. It seeks to eliminate arbitration in cases of rape and sexual assault.
The majority time has expired.
I ask for another 20 seconds.
Is there objection? Without objection, so ordered.
The victims of rape and discrimination deserve their day in court. Congress plainly has the constitutional power to make that happen. I ask my colleagues to vote in support of my amendment.